loves, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new. Hi, hello, my name is Loey, and this is my guinea pig Hagrid. You may not know him if you don't follow me on social media or if you're not subscribed to my vlog channel, but Hagsy and I are actually very good pals. His partner Bill is not like very keen on being picked up and stuff, but Hagrid is. As you can see, he's a very calm, very snuggly little pig. So I thought today, I don't know, I'm just a little bit freaked out, and I think I told you guys in a previous video, I had moved the guinea pigs back into my office because I always hear noises in here. Things always happen in here I can't explain, and that's gonna kind of be what we're gonna talk about in this video. So I thought I would have Hagrid here for comfort, because he's my BFF. He likes to burrow in my hair usually. I have some paranormal updates for you guys, and something in particular I wanted to address. Specifically why Demon Dog is no longer over there. We're also going to talk about something I never talked about, and I don't know why, where one of you guys saw a ghost in the background of one of my videos that I did while I was in Long Island visiting one of my best friends, Andrew. So Demon Dog moved in my last video. I had noticed that the dog's head would shift. It's a really cheap Target, like prop, you know what I mean? So one of you guys sent me a time lapse, and Demon Dog's head moved from facing like this way, or at least facing this way. I don't really know. I'll put in the video. All the way over. Sorry, that was Hagrid trying to run because he knows that this is spooky. It turned all the way to face me. And I had noticed that the dog's head would shift occasionally, and I even noticed this when the camera wasn't on. My desk that I usually edit at is right over there. Coincidentally, that's where Demon Dog is, and his head has shifted even since I started making this video. The head isn't screwed on very tightly, and that's why when people had kind of talked about it before, I was like, that was probably just me getting up in the middle of the video, like brushing past him to leave the room, and it just sort of moving, because the slightest little like touch can move his head pretty much. However, if you watch this time-lapse video, you can literally see the head moving while I'm just sitting there. The head just completely turns. So Demon Dog is out. We are going to remove him from the equation, and I may actually take out Raggedy Ann as well as Bob the Skeleton and Mickey Skellington too, just because watching that time-lapse video is one of the scariest things I think I've ever seen in my entire life. I just realized I moved Dog Skeleton out of the way earlier today, and he's not there. This is totally unacceptable. What's weird is I don't think that I have enough like paranormal updates to sit here and make another installment of the Something Really Scary Is Happening series. Some really weird stuff happened the other night. I was testing out some iPhone apps to specifically see what would be the best EVP recorder to use along with my Boo Bear ghost hunting bear thing. I'm dumb. I thought the Boo Bear recorded audio and he doesn't, so I need to use him in like conjunction with an EVP recorder. There are a lot of them for your phone that translate words for you, and so I bought like 4 or 5 of the absolute top rated ones for like 99 cents, $1.99, just to see which one was best. And I clearly wasn't going ghost hunting in my own apartment. I was actually just seeing if other things would interfere with it, because sometimes you know how like radio waves and stuff will interfere with it. You'll get kind of like a false reading, or like words will be said that aren't actually being said. It's just like radio waves, if that makes sense. I was testing them out with another phone to see if the phone interference interfered with them. I was walking all over my house, seeing if different things would interfere, because a lot of the places I eventually want to go ghost hunting in are specifically like modern places. I don't want to go ghost hunting in graveyards. I don't want to be disrespectful and go to someone's final place of resting. I don't want to do that to the families of anybody. So I want to go ghost hunting at haunted hotels, at like just various haunted locations. And I was using all of them, and none of of them were really doing anything. It wasn't saying that like a spirit had been picked up, anything like that. I was walking all around my house using my phone in this Final app, and straight away it said spirit detected when I was like out in my living room near the TV, which was on along with the cable box. And I was like, okay, well, this one's probably unreliable because it's like picking up, you know, signals from the TV, signals from anything, and the other ones hadn't picked up anything. My brother was kind of like, huh, that's weird, because the EVP recorder thing was basically like saying there was a presence detected or whatever. And I kind of jokingly said, well, if it is something, then it's probably whatever has been turning off and on the lights in my bathroom. The word reaction came up, like reaction. And I was kind of like, well, that's weird. So I started recording, and I specifically said, is this whatever has been turning off and on the lights in my bathroom? I don't know exactly what I said, but I have the recording. And again, it said reaction. Did you press the recording button and make it stop working? Are you what's been turning off and on my bathroom lights? Reaction. I immediately turned off the app because I don't want to have like an EVP session in my house. I don't want to talk to whatever's here. I don't want to do it. So right after I had turned it off, coincidentally, I didn't get any of this while like recording or anything, I heard knocking from this room. This room in particular, there was like knocking sounds, but it didn't sound like someone was knocking on the wall closest to the living room. In fact, I went in here and I tested it out, and I think I probably drove my neighbors absolutely crazy. It sounded like it was coming from this wall in particular. So I tested out different knocking while my brother stayed in that room and listened to see what sounded correct, and it basically sounded like somebody was knocking on this wall. But I've lived here for so long, and I never hear a peep from my neighbors. I think that the most I've ever heard is one night it was literally silent and I heard a baby crying right next door, but it was so faint and so quiet. So I don't, maybe my neighbors were hanging something and maybe it was just really bizarre timing, but it happened at like 11 o'clock at night or something really, really ridiculously late. And when I heard the knocking, I specifically said with like so much intention behind my voice, because at this point I was just really scared, and this has been happening for so long, and I've done prayers, I've talked to my like former pastor over the phone, but I specifically said, if you are not a being of love and light, if you are not something that is good, if you are not something with good intentions, you gotta go, because you're not welcome here. And suddenly everything stopped. There was no more knocking, and the knocking had been going on for a while. I didn't like turn back on the EVP thing because I didn't want to know, but nothing happened that night. And weird things always happen. Knocking always happens. Like things always go missing. I always see things move out of the corner of my eye, but it just totally stopped. And then actually there's some other things, but I think I may save that for a collab video I'm gonna do with my friend Haley. She's in Los Angeles, and we were on the phone the other night, and every time we would bring up like spirits, anytime that she would talk about things that were happening to her, anytime I would talk about things happening to me, the weirdest stuff would happen. Like my phone would glitch out, and only glitch out when I started talking about paranormal stuff. Like she would send me emails with evidence of like some of her paranormal stuff, and I suddenly was logged out of my email address and my password wasn't working, even though it's been the same password. And once we were off the phone and no longer talking about this stuff, I could log in. But also she had never like sent the email from her computer. Like she could find no record of sending it. It was so bizarre and like just so validating that like sometimes I feel so crazy, because people on the internet call me crazy, obviously, because like who believes in ghosts? Not many people, to be perfectly honest with you, and especially not to the degree that I experience things. So it was really weird to be on the phone with someone that not only believes in it but got to see a lot of it firsthand. Same thing with my brother the other night. Like he believes a lot of this stuff, he just doesn't ever talk about it because he feels like, I mean, he feels like it, like when you give it attention it gets worse, and he's totally right. And honestly, there have been little things here and there, but since I specifically said like if you are not like a good thing, if you mean me harm, if you mean anybody harm, you are not welcome in this house or in this apartment. Not a whole lot has happened. Not a lot of those bumps in the night. Nothing like where my lights have been going off and on all of the time. Like some weird things. I'll sometimes leave my room knowing I had turned off my closet light and I'll come back and it's on. Just like little things like that will happen, and I don't really think like they're ever gonna stop, if we're being totally fair. But yeah, I think I definitely communicated with whatever was here. And I hope that good came out of it, specifically by saying like, go away, you know what I mean? But hopefully any like paranormal things I experience can all be experienced out of the comfort of my own home. Hopefully when I go on these investigations and like ghost hunts that I want to start doing, that's where I'll experience everything, not here. Another thing I wanted to quickly talk about is a ghost that somebody found in the vlog footage of my like experiences at the abandoned asylum that my friends and I went to and made a video about when I was in Long Island. And here is the photo. When this person screenshotted, and I don't know exactly what timestamp it was at, they had to heavily brighten and like sharpen the image, but you can clearly see there's like this demonic face here. And what was so strange, because I think that you can kind of see faces in anything, that's a very human thing to do. But what was so weird is I had like moved the camera around and something had come into view, like obstructing the light. And what it looks like is a hand grabbing onto around the corner. And you can see that the light source is obstructed in that where it wasn't before. And then there's the face. Really freaking creepy. I don't know, you guys, that was just really interesting because I'm telling you, it felt so heavy there. I said a million times in my vlog, we felt like someone was watching us the entire time. So it was just kind of creepy to see that. And I truly believe that is something. Some people were saying like the tweet itself was clickbait, which, okay, but it's like really there. It really, something genuinely obstructed the light source in the vlog, and there's no explanation for it. That is kind of me talking about Demon Dog moving his whole head. And I'm sad because I really liked him. I felt like he was really cute over there, and I can't think of anything to put there now, but I am not going to film another video feeling like I have to stare the entire time waiting for the head on that dog to move. A lot of people feel like Annabelle sitting behind me like stares into their souls. So maybe I'll move her too before something really creepy happens with her. Because I would just prefer not to have a haunted doll that looks identical to the real Annabelle doll. Like that would be great. This was a really casual video. I hope you guys are doing well. I've been kind of like laying low the last couple of days. I am just so excited for my book to finally be coming out on November 14th. A lot of you saw that Barnes & Noble shipped pre-orders early, but the book is almost about to not be on pre-order anymore. So you'll be able to download the digital copy like immediately. You'll be able to get it shipped to you immediately on November 14th. I'm really excited for the book to finally be coming out. This next week is gonna be crazy. I have like 1,010 meetings. I have my book event on Monday. My friend Haley is in town, so we're gonna be hanging out like every single day. It is like such a good and busy week, and then literally the week after is Thanksgiving. So yeah, I hope you guys are ready for more fun content, more fun vlogs, things like that. Let me know what you guys think of Demon Dog being the creepiest, as well as just that photo that I showed you from that one vlog that I did when we went to go explore the abandoned asylum, because I think both are pretty creepy things where it looks like a ghost was in the background of my videos. So anyways, I love you all so very much. If you enjoyed this chatty little vlog, then go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I love you all so much, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.